everyone. Myrtle Schmergle reporting from the most incredible, lovely, the darling of the universe, the hotspot of the galaxy, planet Earth, as if you didn't know. Today we are talking about AI. Did you know that there's two different forms of AI? The most common one, which we are going to really get into, is artificial intelligence. Now, we looked this up, and here's the definition of artificial. Made by humans, often as a copy of something natural. And then we also found this other definition, not sincere. Isn't that interesting? Not sincere, but it's made by humans. It's artificial, all right? I want you to remember that. Artificial. Now that's being pushed everywhere. Artificial intelligence here, artificial intelligence there, doing all this stuff. Now here's the other AI. The absolute intelligence. And what does absolute mean? It means very great, to the largest degree possible. And you know what the absolute is? The absolute is the divine creator of all things. We have found that in a couple of cultures, they call the divine creator of all things the absolute, because it is. It's the absolute. And we have in this, it's in every single being on this planet, even a piece of dust, is the absolute intelligence from the divine creator of all things. Now, are we hearing about the absolute intelligence? No, because the AI is being heavily pushed, marketed, etc. Now, I found some really interesting programs that are generated by AI. They can be very entertaining for maybe 3 minutes. One of them is you can change your sex online, the photo of yourself. All you have to do is submit a photo of yourself. Ours would be Myrtle Schmergle, the female. You know, you can tell that by my earrings. But here we would have, I would submit that, and all of a sudden, within seconds, it would generate an image of Myrtle Schmergle as a man. Well, you know what? I can do the same thing. I can go and get myself a little short head wig, draw with my kohl pencil, a little mustache, glue some little fuzzies here for a beard, take my earrings off, and then I'm a man. What do I need to do it on the computer for? It's much more entertaining and much more fun when I do it. You should try it yourself. It's much more fun. You could have a party and make that the theme of the party. Everybody dresses up as the opposite sex. It can be very entertaining and fun. All right, here's the second one that we found. Oh, this is just so stunning. It will change your voice so that you can sound like anything. Now, isn't that amazing? So if I wanted to hear what I sounded like in a lower voice, or if I wanted to hear what I sounded like in a higher voice, just like this, or if I wanted to hear what I sounded like in a kind of raspy voice like this, I would just put my voice into this AI program and adjust the settings, and I could sound just like anything else. Come on, folks. You're taking the fun out of life. Why would I want a computer to do that? Wasn't that fun hearing me do that?
Yeah, it's just like this. It's so much more fun.
Hey, did you know that Myrtle Schmergle could sound like a rough, tough man? Well, of course not. But here you go. And it's so much more fun. Now, here's the other thing. We got another one, but we're not going to get into it in this podcast. Now, this one I found very distressing. And we want to let everyone know that this is really, in our opinion, in my opinion, I'm including all my multidimensional selves when I say our. In our opinion, this one is not good. It's dangerous to the brain. And it is an AI program that will write a book for you. All you have to do is submit an idea. We found when you just submit an idea, it writes the entire book. It does the entire graphic layout for the pages. It even does the cover, the back cover, the front cover. All you have to do is submit an idea. Now, let me tell you, Myrtle Schmergle went online on a very popular AI website, and I typed in, write me a story about a hangnail. Well, in 30 seconds it did. There were 7 chapters. They weren't long. This would be like a pamphlet, not a story, a pamphlet. But it was so moving, this story. I couldn't believe how emotional and moving it was. It was about this man that got a hangnail on his finger. And the days went by and he tried all these different over-the-counter remedies and folk remedies to try to heal this hangnail. And then one day he was standing in his bathroom and he was looking at his hangnail and he had an epiphany that this hangnail represented all this different frustration that he had going on in his life, different areas in his life that he was frustrated because he was so frustrated about the hangnail. And then after that epiphany, he started changing his life. And he told all his friends the story about the hangnail, how it was such a revelation in his life. And that's the end of the story. Isn't that just heartwarming? And so, mediocre. I'm sorry. But the same thing has been around for thousands of years. I'm not putting down or knocking epiphanies because we have them a lot. But this story, even though it is mediocre and not very exciting or entertaining, it took 30 seconds to create. I didn't create it, to press a button. And this story came out. Now, that's denying the absolute intelligence that is within every single human being and every being on this planet. The absolute intelligence, which is your creativity, which is your imagination. And when you create anything, whether it's a piece of art, whether it's a piece of writing, whether it's a piece of music, whether it's knitting project, whether it's a new recipe for food, whether you're creating a woodworking project, you're creating something, and that information and that energy of creation is flowing in you, through you, out of you. And you are experiencing the magical, the mystical, the divine intelligence and wisdom energy that is not only running through your mental body, your emotional body, your physical body, and your spiritual body. And you're being renewed and regenerated and uplifted. And the result is magnificent. And you found that you've created this child. But who created the child? Who created this? It's the absolute intelligence that is within you. And you're going to deny that by pressing a button and having a computer write a mediocre story in 30 seconds? That's no satisfaction. You're not using your divine gift, which is the energy within you, which is the divine in you, which is your creativity, your genius. Everybody is creative. Everybody has a genius aspect in them, creating something, even if you're creating a sock puppet. You're still creating. Don't deny your beauty. Don't deny your magnificent, your God-given creativity and magnificent for a 30-second tap of the computer. Now, here's another thing that we've heard. We've heard this floating around on the airwaves. We've heard it in a couple sources. Floating around on the airways, there's a proposal, check this out. There's a proposal that by 2030, they want all newborn babies to be chipped so that they have the AI intelligence to successfully succeed in the world. Myrtle Schmergle. Bye-bye.